What's up? It's Mr. Eric, Friday, October 8th, 2021. If you're wondering, damn, Mr. Eric, where are you? Don't worry, I'm still in the warehouse. We just did a little remodel. But that's for tomorrow's video because I'm filming this video 3 days late due to a long, busy weekend. I hope you have a great weekend too. Without further ado though, let's get in today's day, Friday. Well actually, to start today's day, I gotta let you know that a couple days ago, I got the little tool icon show up on my dashboard. You know what that means? Time for an oil change. Yes, my first oil change with the new Mazda. So yesterday afternoon, I scheduled my appointment via Monroe Muffler online, and a couple minutes later, the manager, Mark, gives me a ring and he's like, "Hey, I'm just calling to confirm that your appointment for 9 a.m. tomorrow is good. However, you can only drop off. I can't have you go to breakfast, I can't have you get coffee, because there's only me and one other guy working, so we can't have your car waiting in the lot for you to come get it. Alright, bye." I don't know what was wrong with Mr. Mark. I don't know what's going on with his wife at home. I don't know if he can't get it up in the bedroom, but he was freaking pissed at me. No problem though, because I'm cool with Mr. Mark. I know that he's kind of bipolar. Sometimes he's really pissed off, sometimes he's really funny and happy. It just depends on his mood. It's not a me problem, it's a world problem. That's probably enough details for you to understand that when I showed up today at 9:05 a.m., he was pissed and he said, "Hey, you're 5 minutes late." So I just stood there, I looked at him and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, sorry." He like gruffed, he gave a little bark like, "Woo." And then he just took my keys and he started to work on the oil, didn't do much talking after that. I expected that from Mr. Mark, it's a typical Mr. Mark thing. I wasn't worried about my car because Monroe's done a good job for my car in the past, so I just drove home and I took like a 1.5 hour nap. The reason I say it was only 1.5 hours and not the 4 hours that I expected is because I got phone calls from several different people that interrupted my sleep. My first call was from Mr. Andrew Leonard. He was telling me about the flea market. I got another call from Shando Miller, my former boss at HBL, and he just wanted to catch up with me, see how I'm doing, invite me back to HBL. Unfortunately, I can't go back because I got this business to worry about and I'm trying to get back into nursing. But as usual, it's good to talk to the man. And then the third person I got a call from is this bookstore owner in Massachusetts who I just met over Facebook, and he wants me to come check out his bookstore and maybe buy some books from him because he does mostly old antiquarian stuff, and the stuff he puts in his store is like newer stuff that might be lower profit but quicker sellers. I'm a little bit skeptical though because he says he has a lot of dealers come in and the price he was offering me was like $1 per book or like 3 for $5 or something. I don't know what it was. That math doesn't add up. Just that's the prices he told me. I gotta go check it out for real. Will I buy $1 a book's a lot, but I can pick out what I want? I don't know. Let's just send it and go check him out at some point next week. I guess I did get some rest though because when it was finally time to go pick up the car from the oil change, I felt a little bit better. Also, it seemed like Mr. Mark felt a little bit better because when I did pick up the car, he was starting to crack some jokes with me. Do I remember what the jokes were? No, because he literally talks over everybody and his mind's all over the place. He's thinking about this oil change, that oil change, what he's gonna do when he gets home with his wife. I don't know. He's got a crazy world. So I came home with the fresh oil in the car, and then I oiled up the frying pan to make me some food. It was lunchtime. I don't even know what I ate. I just know it filled me up enough to go to the post office with my orders. This was the first time I actually printed out a USPS scan form, so I was able to go to the back of the post office in Southington and drop off all the packages and hand the clerk the USPS scan forms to make it easier for them. They seemed pretty happy because I had a trunk full of orders and they were definitely not hoping to go through them one by one. I'm glad to make anybody's life easier, especially the post office, because I depend on them to deliver my packages across the country. Okay, when I came back home, I worked with John a little bit on some website we're trying to do. I'm trying to put all my listings onto a website, so like all my eBay listings onto a website, then all my Amazon listings onto a website, so that customers can go to my website and browse the inventory from eBay and Amazon together. And then eventually, I'd like to just have my books sell on my own website because I hate dealing with eBay fees and I hate dealing with Amazon fees. This is going to be a long process, but I hope it can work out. So that's all that there was for business today. No, I did not go to the warehouse. This is like the first day I did not go to warehouse. Mr. Eric, why'd you not go to the warehouse? Well, let me tell you. I had a freaking date with a girl. I met this girl on Tinder like a month ago. I just said she looks really happy, and then we started talking, and I come to find out she's freaking Polish, she speaks Polish, she's freaking conservative, she's freaking religious, she's all this stuff, she's even in nursing school. And I'm like, goddamn, I have not had this much in common with a girl in my life. So it's about time that we actually went for a date because we've been talking for a month. So I invited her to that restaurant BJ's in Manchester because I love that place. They got great dessert called Bazookies. If you've never tried a Bazooki, you need to try one. I'm not going to go into crazy details about this date, but I'm telling you that I think it was a vibe. She was really freaking cool. We talked basically the whole time, not much awkward silence. And then after the restaurant, we went to the freaking Apple Harvest Festival to check out the concert. Apparently, it was her first concert ever. Like, seriously, legit. She's never been to another concert. So that part was cool. Then we went on the Ferris wheel and we made fun of the homeless guy who was working at the Ferris wheel. He's not actually homeless. He looked homeless because his face was all dirty. It was like he came from a sandstorm and never showered, and the sandstorm happened like 5 years ago. Then I drove her back to BJ's where she parked her car. And on the way there, we actually had a DJ session in the car, listening to Disco Polo and Migos music. So it was good. I'm happy with how it went. I look forward to seeing her again because I think it's gonna happen. But other than that, just like, leave me alone. Don't ask me any more details because it's literally a first date. Like, who knows what's gonna happen? I have not been successful with dates in the past because I lose interest pretty quickly. This girl seems a bit more interesting, so we'll see where it goes. But all the other girls I've been with, they get super boring super quick. One thing I will tell you though is this date lasted a while. It went from 5 p.m. when I met her at the restaurant BJ's till like 10:30 when I dropped her back off at her car. I don't know how long a typical first date is supposed to last, but that seems like a pretty long time to me, and I had fun with it. I guess it was a good thing it didn't go any later, because I actually had to go to the warehouse to prepare the orders to bring on Saturday. I've decided to finally go to the post office on Saturdays, because I hate all the Saturday orders that I have to package and ship on Sunday night / Monday morning. So I got all those orders ready, and then I went home feeling happy because it was a great day. I got some work in, I got some date in, and I just went to sleep. Yup, that's it. Nothing else. Till tomorrow, peace.